Good morning and happy Monday, you guys.
And welcome to Espresso with Erin and Sarit. We're going to adjust this a little bit.
You guys, you know what I just realized?
Hey, Sarit.
What?
What did you just realize?
Do you guys see the difference in height between us now? So this is actually like...
Oh, we're on chairs that are the same height.
Yes.
This is real. I am not 5'9". Sarit is fun size.
And you are regular American size.
And I'm American size, whatever that means.
Okay, you guys, can you please pass my phone?
I can please pass your phone.
So let's begin with some housekeeping. Last week, you guys.
Hold on. Housekeeping. Oh man, there I go, flipping the camera around. That's the other side of our kitchen, in case you were wondering. Our kitchen, in which it is the last day we will spend. And today, espresso is happening from the kitchen. Why? Because there is nothing in the office. It is in a truck, God knows where.
Yeah.
Hopefully headed to Miami. Okay, housekeeping, what's up?
Okay, you guys. So last week, we had a community builder challenge.
Truth.
And we got some.
And you guys dominated.
Yeah, you guys did an amazing job.
Can I also say, before we announce the winner, that we are extremely appreciative of every single share from every single person. If you only shared it with one person, even by mouth, not by the click of the share button, we're still grateful. If you invited 1,000 people, if you invited one person, we are grateful, because what we have to share is so powerful, and we're so passionate about it and so convicted within it, that the mission we have to help as many people as we want to help who struggle with this can only be achieved through what kind of effort? What kind of effort? Collaborative effort. Mm-hmm. So thank you so much. Now we can announce who, in fact, invited the most people, who actually accepted the invite. Drum roll!
But
What?
before that, I want to give a huge shout out to the captain of this ENS community ship. You know, you've championed the role. It's only been a week, and you've been such a champion of this role, Stacey K. So know that you're extremely appreciated.
Can we give Stacey a massive shout out in the comments? Can you guys say how much you love her and how awesome she's shown up and helped you guys in this community page and this journey?
Yeah, drop your favorite emoji so that Stacey can see. What is your favorite emoji?
Drop the emoji that best describes Stacey in your eyes.
Ooh, I love it. So Stacey, thank you for taking care of all of that. Really means a lot. Now for you guys, we are going to announce the top 4. Okay, for one, anybody who participated in this, know that you are appreciated. Your effort really matters. First place will receive a private coaching call with me, so I will reach out to you later on today and we'll get that set up.
Can we also say how many new members came into this community because of you guys?
Yeah.
Because this is incredible. In how many days? Was it even an entire week, or was it a few days of the week through the weekend?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. 4.5 days.
Yeah, 4.5 days. 917 new members because of you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
My heart has exploded.
Thank you, guys. All right. Top 4 performers. You guys will be recognized. First place, we're getting on the call.
Can we do we're going to do from 4th up? Why did I ask? You're probably already on it.
Yes. 4th place is Miss Teresa Royer with 121 invites. Congratulations, Teresa. Thank you so much for supporting this mission. Really means a lot. Keep showing up as you have been. Third place, Miss Tawny Lamoureux with 149 invites. Tawny, you were extremely appreciated for taking part in this challenge and for inviting all these people. Really means a lot. Keep showing up as you have. Second place is Reggie Brown with 157 invites. Great job. Thank you so much for participating in this. Keep showing up as you have been.
You guys are amazing. And the finale.
And first place literally doubled all of that. Like went extreme, like beast mode. You guys have heard her name a bunch of times.
She's recently won something else.
You know, on Saturday, I had a conversation with her, and she was telling me how in the past she's been told by somebody before joining our community and before actually coaching with us that she was not coachable. I'm like, for real? I'm like, I think there was something wrong with their leadership because you're very coachable.
Or something misaligned. You don't see eye to eye. You're not going to be coachable by that person, but you'll be coachable by somebody else, maybe. So
yes,
it's understandable.
Miss Daisy Davison with 308 invites. Daisy, you rock. You've really been showing up in so many ways for yourself, for this community. So thank you so much. Daisy, I'm going to be boxing you later today, and we'll set something up. Really appreciate it.
Thanks again to all of you guys.
Yeah, but you know, like you guys, everybody who've taken part in this, know that, you know, like everything that you did, you know, is going to come back in a positive way for you, because, you know, in life, you know, one of our mentors, our very first mentor has shared with us this statement that will forever stay with us. And, you know, like in life, you can give away your time, your talents, and your treasures.
Yep.
Okay? It doesn't matter where you're at in life, you can always give away your time, your talent, and your treasures. And for those of you guys who've donated your time for the sake of, you know, spreading the word to more people, know that the universe is going to pay you back multiple folds. Okay?
And you're and it's helping to inspire other people, and that's incredible. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be at the destination you're working towards achieving in order to inspire other people to jump on the train that you believe in.
Yep. Stand for what you believe in.
You've had an impact. You've had an impact, and at any point in your life, you can have a positive impact on somebody else just by sharing. And it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time, talent, treasure.
All right. Well, let's get to today's conversation, shall we?
But I don't feel like it.
Better suck it up.
So what, bitch?
You better suck it up.
Yeah, that is today's topic, though. What do you do when you don't feel like doing something you know you need to do?
It's Monday, cold.
That was a lot of doo-doos that I said.
Snowy.
If you're in Texas and it snowed,
yeah,
and you were planning to go run.
Yeah, apparently it snowed like all across the country, I think, besides California and Florida.
Did it?
It snowed in a lot of places.
Maybe in the mountains, actually.
I don't know what's Arizona's deal.
I'm trying to think of all the states in Arizona came to mind.
But you know, like, what do you do when you don't feel like doing something?
But you know you need to do it. Some things just don't need to be done. You don't feel like it. Okay, great.
Okay, so if you were to split your brain into two halves, okay?
Sounds painful.
One half is going to be called your bitch ass brain, okay? And the other half is your boss bitch brain.
You're boss. You're bitch or boss bitch.
Boss bitch or bitch.
And please know, we use that term as in term of endearment.
Yes.
When it comes after boss.
Yes. And if you're a dude and you're listening to this, then you still have a badass bitch brain or a boss bitch brain. Just kidding. Whichever way you want to apply it.
Everyone has their little bitch voice, though, and maybe you can find a name for that little bitch voice that lives on the one side of the dome. A lot of people in the inner circle have named theirs, and you just tell it to shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
So your bitch voice and your boss bitch voice. I feel like
this is gonna get confusing.
I'm gonna. How do you call it when you have like two letters acronyms? LB and BB.
That's an acronym.
Your little bitch voice, aka LB.
It's spelled LILBITCH.
And your boss bitch voice, BB.
Your BB.
They're in constant communication. Each and every day. And some days...
Is it communication or is it a battle?
Battle. They're like...
They repel one another. It's like water and oil.
Yeah.
Boss bitch is always telling the little bitch to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Or not. How boss is your boss bitch voice?
But...
Okay, sorry.
By the end of the day, your brain makes decisions based on whoever speaks louder. You will end up making your final decision with regards to, be it working out, eating a clean meal, going to bed on time, not speaking to someone who you kind of want to, who is a really negative influence on you. Whatever decision you end up making will either be dictated by your little bitch voice or your boss bitch voice. And some days, your little bitch voice might speak louder than your boss bitch voice. So what do you do? Okay, so step one, and this is why we do this show. Step one with regards to creating a change of any kind is to become aware.
Can I paint a picture?
Yeah.
A scenario, if you will, so we can use said example or scenario for the conversation. You wake up. Today's a perfect day to talk about this. It's Monday. A lot of people get the case of the Mondays. I don't even know what that means. My case of the Mondays is like any other day. I don't even know what that means. But the case of the Mondays where you picture the gif of the cat that looks like it got electrocuted, and it's like, or no, the two dogs, one dog is looking out the car window like all perky and spunky and like alive, and then the other dog raises up and is like haggard and like messy hair and everywhere, and you're like, I just don't want to. So when you wake up in the morning, let's say your plan was to go for a jog, because you know that going for a jog is going to help you with your weight loss goals or your body transformation goals.
Or maybe for continuously showing up for yourself for the rest of the day.
Hold on, just one example.
Okay.
You know you need to go running. That was your plan. You're going to do it. And the only reason that you are debating not going running is because you don't feel like it. Maybe you're tired, or you didn't sleep well last night. The dog woke you up, wanted to go pee at midnight, and you don't feel it. I feel maybe I should just have 2 more minutes. And then I'm just too tired. I gotta get to work. And then we start filling in the gaps with other things, other justifications. When you don't feel like it, when you don't feel like doing what you need to do. What are the scenarios? What do we do?
When you don't feel like doing it?
Yeah, what do we do? I thought you were going to take us through some steps. Did I mess up everything?
Well, how about you? Well, I was on a different train of thought. So how about you talk about when you don't feel like doing something, what do you do? Because for me, when I don't feel like doing something and I know I need to do it, it's a non-negotiable to listen to that voice.
But you didn't start that way.
I didn't start that way. So
what had happened before?
So look, step one is to become aware that you've got two voices inside your head. And you have a choice to take action through either one. You have a choice by the end of the day. You either choose to listen to your bitch ass voice and stay comfortable, but long term, probably be more uncomfortable and more self-conscious because you didn't stick to your own words. Because you're like, I'm gonna get up. Monday morning, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go for a run. It snowed. Excuses start coming up. You stay comfortable. Oh, the bed is so cozy. So you stay in your cozy bed. And then it's not about not doing one thing. See, when it comes to success and progress in life, and this is what people don't realize, is that no one thing is in charge of screwing things up. It's all granular. It's all granular. Every day you make thousands of decisions, whether you realize it or not. And that's why you have to become aware that you choosing to stay in bed because it's snowing outside, it's a decision that you've made. That's one granular decision that's taking you away. Because what's going to happen now, right? If this is the first decision that you made, that's not in alignment with your boss bitch voice. Whenever you have to make the next decision, let's say, okay, now you slept in a little bit longer and you got maybe you check your phone, you got an angry text, and then you end up going back to communicating with someone that maybe you shouldn't, because every time you communicate with them, they make you feel as if you're not worth as much. So it brings you back to that place. So now you're all self-conscious about yourself, needing to start the day, and then you go into your office, or maybe you don't go to the office because, right now you're working from home. But man, you're feeling low. It's just one of those days, It's just one of those days. It's dark outside. It's cold, and you feel like maybe ordering Uber Eats or something. So now you order Uber Eats, and let's say you go for pad thai for lunch, okay? Which leads to something, and now you're like, man, today. And because you didn't start your day productively, what happens now is that things take more time to actually be taken care of. So now you don't have enough time for yourself in the evening. So you're like, man, I don't have time to cook dinner. I don't have time to cook dinner. So you end up eating cereal at night. And now you're feeling really guilty about the fact that you didn't work out, that you had pad thai, that you ate cereal, that you're talking to this person who always makes you feel like shit, but for some reason you keep going back to them. So now the pantry is calling your name because it wants to comfort you. So what do? You walk into that pantry and he's like, come on, little girl, let's have a conversation about how I can make you feel better. Okay.
I have chocolate back here.
I got leftover chocolate from Valentine's Day.
So, okay, but what?
So here's the thing. It's all granular decisions that start either, creating a forward trajectory or a backslide trajectory, forward or a backward trajectory, right? So now you're in this state. And then in life, there's some things that we can control and there's some things that you can't control, right? For example, some things that we can control is what's the weather going to be like the next day. And if you live in Minnesota, Michigan, or I don't know, whatever, one of the cold places. There's too many cold places. You know where you are if you live in it.
Montana.
And you're like, man, I really feel like I need to get a workout in because I'm kind of guilty, but it's even colder today. And now there is a snowstorm coming along. But you're like, but I already skipped Monday, so maybe I'll just wait till next week because I didn't start the week off right. So then, between things that you have control over, things that you have no control over, letting your bitch voice take over with regards to one decision, now your bitch voice starts, speaking louder and louder. And the louder that one voice speaks, the more you start listening to it. I mean, think about it, you guys. You will end up listening to whatever is louder.
But what would you say if you had control over which voice was louder? Mm-hmm. Because you do, and that's a beautiful thing. And you did a great job of painting the picture of how all of this plays out in an entire day. But what the fuck do we do about it? Uh-huh. Becoming aware is the first thing, right? But now how do I make my boss voice louder than my bitch voice? How do I shut her in the closet, lock the door, put a chair in front of it, and move? So what Sarit's talking about is momentum. The momentum that you create from the very beginning of the day is not a 100% dictation of how the rest of the day is going to go, but has a very strong impact on how it could go. So now if you have momentum going in one direction, it's more difficult to stop that and turn it around within a 24-hour period of time, which, let's be honest, we're sleeping for part of that time, so it's not actually 24 hours from when you're awake to when you go back to sleep. It's a short window to try to turn things around. So if you can start the day with a win, you can start the day by sticking to your word, you can start the day, doesn't matter if you know you need to do it, and it's not like you're compromising yourself by doing it. Now, if you screwed up your back the day before, like if you really jacked yourself up and you were planning on going running and it really actually just, feelings aside, logically wouldn't be the smartest thing for you to do. That's very different. That's not an excuse, but you have to be able to understand and get really real with yourself, because sometimes we think things are real and they're just excuses. They're just justifications. So you have to, for one, be able to clearly differentiate. Is this an excuse or is this legitimate? Now, from there, if it's something you just don't feel like doing, deep down, but let's say you were going to go run, but you screwed your back up. What was the intention of you running? What was the purpose for you about to go for a run, right? Recreate that stimulus in a different way. Get creative. Don't just say, I'm not going to do it, because you need that win. You need that win. You got to stick to your word. What was the purpose of the run? So I could sweat, so I could breathe hard. Great. Let's find a way to do that doesn't hurt your back. But so often we just let these things get in the way, rather than, and I would argue your commitment is not big enough, because with commitment comes creativity. And when you are committed to something, you find a way. Even if it's not the route you thought it was going to be, you find another route or you make your own. That is what happens when you are truly, fully, 100% committed to a goal. Now, building that momentum is important because it can carry you into the rest of the day. But if you're confused, why don't I want to do this? Should I do this? Should I not? Is it bad if I don't? Am I not sticking to my word? I'm confused. Go back to what your goals are. Think about the reason why you want to accomplish those goals and get clarity and reprioritize. What level of priority does the goal have that I'd like to achieve that I need to do this action for? Maybe it's sending some emails. Maybe it's promoting something you're selling. Maybe it's you're trying to get a date. So you got to reach out to some people, but it's scary because they don't know you and you're new and you don't want to come off as creepy. Like whatever the thing is, go back to what's the goal I'm trying to accomplish and how much does that mean to me? And let me prioritize the actions I need to take in order to get to that goal. Mm-hmm. If you come back to the why, you might re-find that motivation or inspiration that is lacking and sucking you out of what you need to be doing by pushing in justifications to not. I hope that made sense. In my mind, that all made a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about how do we promote having our boss bitch voice speak louder. Because remember, the voice that speaks louder is going to be the voice that we end up listening to more often, or the more predominant voice. Maybe not necessarily the voice that speaks louder, because at the beginning, your boss bitch voice is not going to be louder, but you have to tune in and listen to it.
Because she's not conditioned.
Right.
You got to condition her.
Right. You got to condition it. Okay.
And you do that by practicing.
Yep. So step one is become aware.
Yes.
Okay. Become aware that there's two voices in your head and that you have a choice to listen to either one of them. Okay. Either eat a bite of the cookie or don't eat a bite of the cookie. Okay? It's not one action that's going to throw you off, but it's one action that's going to more likely make you more likely to listen to one voice more often or the other voice more often. Mm-hmm. Okay? So it's all granular decisions that start creating a path. Okay? So become aware, okay? Then what you have to do is you got to set an intention, okay? And if you want to play the set an intention game right, then I recommend that you set an intention ahead of time, like the day before. Don't set an intention last minute. Because more often than not, intentions that are set last minute are going to be decisions that are going to be taken action on. How do you say it?
Followed through with?
That are going to be followed through with based on your bitch voice. Okay? So, boss bitch intentions are intentions that are set in advance, not last minute. Okay? So, you gotta set an intention. If you wanna really promote your boss bitch voice, and set it the night before, not the day of. Because then it's gonna be rushed. And the more rushed it is, the less likely it is going to be calculated. Okay? And then what you have to do is you got to choose to follow through with it or not. Now, whether it's convenient, easy, simple, that may be in your control, that may be outside of your control. But either way, you've got a choice. Whether it's inconvenient or not. So that's why when let's say, somebody, wants to join either of our programs, and they talk to us on the phone, and then they're like, the time is not ideal right now. You know what that tells me when somebody tells me the time is not ideal right now? That you need the help right now because you actually don't know how to make calculated decisions. So you think,
perhaps with a busy schedule.
Right. With a busy schedule, with a lot of compromised situations, you think that everything has to be perfect. No, life doesn't work that way. It's up to you to choose the optimal action. You create that.
It's based off of that response though is based off a prior experience of some kind. You know, I think this is going to be this way. And if it's like the last thing, then it's not going to be good timing. Could be valid in their mind.
But in the grand scheme of things, it just means that you lack the skill of making calculated decisions when the situation is compromised. But guess what? It's called life. Every day you get to make a decision. Every day might not be the ideal circumstance. For 80% of you guys, you live in really cold ass places. Like 80% of the year is inconvenient. But that doesn't mean that you can't make the right decision because, you know, your surroundings are not convenient.
Or may not seem ideal.
I posted this on Saturday in the Inner Circle page. Greatness was not meant to be convenient. People who seek convenience don't seek greatness. They seek comfort. Guess what? You want progress? Don't ask for comfort, because progress happens outside of your comfort zone.
I like convenience and I'll take it where I can get it. But when it comes down to the things that are going to drive me forward, anything really truly great and exponential or extraordinary that you want to achieve in life, whatever that scale looks like for you, you can expect resistance. Mm-hmm. I think that's what Sarit is saying. Like, there will be resistance and there will be choices that need to be made that are not fun to make. There will be, you know, actions that you take that you may not feel like taking, but is worth it because of the result that you get is greater than the action you had to take in that moment that you didn't feel like taking. Now, let's look at another side of this, if we can.
Okay.
To say, well, what happens when I listen to the bitch voice? What happens when I give in? We're all human. We're all human. And occasionally that happens. You know, and some more often than others. That's okay. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That doesn't mean you're not destined for greatness. That doesn't mean that you need to now start saying a lot of really bad things about yourself. That's our tendency. I suck. Man, I failed again. Man, I can't do this. I'm always going to be fill in the blank. And then this negative self-talk starts happening. So, in the case that you fall short on making a decision that you know is going to be the decision that moves you closer to a goal or closer to where you want to be, know that you're human. But what you do with that afterwards will determine the amount of momentum that either builds in that direction away from or stops immediately. Because if you think about momentum, the more something picks up speed, the more difficult it is to stop it. Right? So if you catch yourself, and this is why becoming aware is the first thing, is like, know that that's happening, because then you have the ability to stop it more immediately when it's easier to stop than let it build more and more and more momentum. Now, if it's already built momentum, it's still not impossible. It just starts with granular decisions. You're still aware, become aware. Great. This video has made you aware, hopefully. So now the decisions that you make should not be thought of as the decision that you make when there's so much momentum going in one direction. The expectation cannot be that it's going to immediately flip around and go the other way. The expectation, and expectation is huge because this is something that we get to set, is if your expectation is that you've got so much momentum going one direction and you want to turn it around, you've got to expect that the first thing that happens is that momentum slows down. You might still be going in the same direction, but at least you're slowing the momentum down so you can stop it and then start picking up speed and momentum in the other direction. Mm-hmm. We've given the ceiling fan analogy before. If a ceiling fan is spinning one direction, you want it to change directions to go the other way. It doesn't just stop and immediately start spinning the other way. It's got to slow down. Mm-hmm. So if you've been gaining weight consistently for the last 2 years of your life, to start a diet and just expect you're just going to drop 20 pounds, sure, though it can happen, a lot of people, when doing it the right way, not gaining weight is the win. Mm-hmm. Not continuing to gain weight is the win. So what's the expectation that you set when trying to turn something like this around? Because nobody becomes great at anything overnight. There's a lot of losses that happen in the great wins or on the journey to the great wins. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of losses that happen. Mm-hmm. You're going to give in. We're not perfect. So know that, and know that that's normal, but don't accept it for what it is. Know that you have the power to change it.
Yes. And the way to change it is to give yourself a deadline. When am I going to allow this to happen until? Give yourself a deadline. Again, giving yourself a deadline is setting an intention. Okay? You gotta, if you want to achieve anything great in life, you gotta have some kind of sense of urgency. You know, but something that you got to make sure of is that the same action doesn't repeat itself where, you know, you slip off, you give yourself a deadline of next Monday, and then for the entire week, you continue to make wrong decisions, and then you have the right intention, and then, like, you know, things fall apart over and over again. So, you know, give yourself a deadline and hold yourself accountable to making sure that you're not repeating the cycle. And if you are continuously repeating the cycle, then you need an external source to help you with that. Because it's obviously a character trait at this point. And you got to reprogram it. Otherwise, you're going to keep on running on the same program, which will lead you to the same place.
Ali Marin, I hope I said your name right. Please forgive me if not, and feel free to correct me if necessary. This is very common, starting and stopping a workout program. Starting and stopping a workout program because something came up.
Yep.
You injured yourself, something got added to your plate you weren't expecting, which, by the way, happens all the time. Think about it. Think about it. The plate is never empty. Even during a lockdown, you find something to fill the plate with. So, you know, this happens. I want to ask if you're doing the burn zone. Because what I've heard is that it's so fun that you can't wait to come back for the next day. And honestly, that was our goal in that, is to say, how can we create a workout program that people look forward to? That's fun, that's engaging, that's real, that doesn't make you feel like bad about yourself because you're not as perfect looking as the people on the screen, or you're not, you're sweating profusely and the people teaching the class or doing the workout thing are just standing there over you, pointing their finger and telling you what to do, or look all perfect with their perfect hair and their microphone and their scripts and all that stuff. How do we create this thing where people have fun at the same time that they want to keep coming back for more? Because it's just to build momentum. Whether it's the greatest workout in the world or not, the goal is to build momentum because you feel excited to come back. Like, how can you, like, there's a dance party like every day. So hopefully that's something that can help you, but you know, it's something that happens, but how many days do you let go by where you stop? And I'll say, the newer you are at something, the less momentum you have in a certain direction. When you stop for a moment, you're in a more vulnerable position because you don't have a lot of momentum. So if you stop, it's in the beginning of anything is an uphill battle. And when you're trying to find great success, it's sort of continuously an uphill battle. And if you stop, if you take your foot off the gas, you're going to lose momentum going up that hill pretty quickly. And it's pretty easy then to shoo back down the other direction. Now, if you were in a car, that would sound extremely dangerous. Let's talk about like on a freeway. You wouldn't let your foot off the gas. Why? Because the consequence is not something that you want to endure. So, what is the consequence of you taking your foot off the gas? What is the consequence of you not following through with the things that you need to do to help you to achieve what you want to achieve? Hopefully that's helpful in that.
Yep.
If you don't have the burns, I'm looking at your guys' comments. Thank you guys. We're thrilled that you enjoy that program. If you don't know what we're talking about, you can check it out at improveyousolutions.com/burn zone. That's amazing. We have so much just gratitude and humility for whoever that program has helped to become consistent and build momentum. It's beyond my words.
Yeah. Very happy and grateful to be your guys' guide in this journey. If you found this episode valuable, do us a favor and please share it with somebody else who will appreciate hearing this message as well. This is why we show up for you guys each and every day, to help you guys and to help the people who are in your life. Why? Because when we get to help the people in your life, by default, your life gets better. Imagine if everybody who is in your life will think and act the same way as you do. There will be so much less resistance. There will be alignment. Alignment leads to this. Misalignment leads to?
Alignment allows you to shoot straight like an arrow.
Yep. Pew! Misalignment
is like trying to shoot 4 arrows at one time.
Yeah. Like you have to keep on picking up the arrows from the ground that were shot.
Stacy or anybody from the team, would you guys mind dropping that link to the burn zone if people don't know what we're talking about and have any kind of interest to check that out? That would be amazing.
Yeah.
We're on a mission to transform the lives of millions through the same movement, nutrition, lifestyle, and even financial habits that have transformed
ours. Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in. ENS Live is coming at you March 18th, Provo, Utah.
18, 19, 20.
18, 19, 20. We're going to do some epic stuff together. Currently, we have 1 spot left in the Platinum House. It's going to run out today. Guarantee
Diamond
you guys.
sold out.
Diamond already sold out. Platinum
will be sold out today.
1 spot left, and there's 8 golds left. You guys, take action, okay? If you know that you want in or need more information, please message either Erin, myself, Crystal, or Stacy. and we'll answer all of your questions so that you can make sure that you get your spot locked in.
Get your tickets! Get your tickets!
Yes. 1 platinum left, 8 golds left.
I'm so excited.
Take action.
A historical event.
Yes.
The first ever.
Yes. All of you guys who are asking questions, do us a favor. Just reach out to either Erin, myself, Stacy, or Crystal, and we'll answer any and all of your questions.
If you are already, if you do already have your tickets, then you will be getting invited to a private Facebook group with Iconic and ourselves to be informed on everything that becomes solidified. And all the details that you'll need, what you'll want to bring, what's the itinerary, all the stuff. And that's also where you'll be able to ask all your questions. For those of you who are like, what the heck is this for? We're doing an actual live event in Provo, Utah. What's the purpose? For one, to bring people together in a time where we feel maybe somewhat disconnected. 2, for us to be able to connect even closer with the community, with you guys, to see you face to face. 3, to help you overcome different hurdles or struggles that you have in regards to your movement, your nutrition, or your lifestyle habits that are holding you back potentially from reaching true excellence that you know that you are destined for. And to leave you with practical application that you can use when you go home to be able to implement immediately to start making forward progress towards your goals. It's going to be a great time.
Yep.
And just so you guys know, I'll let you know, platinum and gold prices. The platinum shared room that's left is $2,500. The gold are $1,500 tickets. And that's that.
Yep.
So for whoever is interested, there are 8 golds left. There's 1 platinum left. Diamond is out. And love to answer any questions that you have.
Yes.
With that being said,
tomorrow, you guys, is Q&A day. We're going to do Q&A from our car. This week is going to be fully loaded with Car Chronicles.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to figure out how to open that from a phone.
Well, we'll just take screenshots of the questions in advance. This week, you guys are going to see us live from our car as we are headed our way to Florida. So, yeah, this is our last episode from our current home. Next week, we will be at our new found home. In the meantime, we will see you guys from the car, Espresso Car Chronicles, as we're headed over to Florida. You guys, we hope that you found extreme value in today's conversation. Once again, if you found value, please, please, please go ahead and share it, because our mission is big and this world now needs it more than ever. We hope that today and this week, your boss bitch voice will win.
Daisy, the diamond shared is 4K. Platinum shared is 2,500. Just to answer that real quick. You guys have yourselves a beautiful day. If you have questions, we are going to post the link so you can ask those questions regarding movement, nutrition, lifestyle habits that you maybe struggle with or need help overcoming, so that we can answer those on tomorrow's episode.
We love you guys. We hope that you have a beautiful day.
Bye.